What's up? Here today with this first impressions video about my feelings towards Call of Duty Ghosts. After just playing a couple matches last night and just experiencing the multiplayer for the very first time, and also trying out the campaign and everything like that. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about my honest feelings towards Call of Duty Black Ops and how I feel about it after just playing a couple matches and experiencing the different types of game modes, like the newest game modes that were added to the game, like the crank. I just also just finished playing, not to mention that I just finished trying out the new game modes, cranked and the blitz mode that's also included with the game. So I actually like those games. But in this video I'm just going to talk about my honest feelings about the game and just kind of compare it to all the previous Call of Duty games that I played, because to be perfectly honest, just to start off, just to be honest with you guys, my very first Call of Duty game was not Call of Duty 2 or Call of Duty 3 or any of those, or Call of Duty 1. I don't know what they were called back then. I just know about Call of Duty 2 and then Call of Duty 3. But my very first game was actually Call of Duty 4. And this game is actually my favorite game, and to me, is, in my opinion, it's the best Call of Duty game that I ever played before out of all of them. And also, I think it's still better than Call of Duty Ghosts, if you can believe that. And just in my opinion, but I don't have anything against Call of Duty Ghosts. And just after playing it day one, just going into the multiplayer, like some of the connections. But I want to start with like the positive stuff first before I get into the negative stuff, because I have quite a few things I want to say, and some opinions that I have, and some honest feelings about just how I'm feeling about this game, just of how much hype this game actually got, and just over the course of the years, just actually ever since we first saw like the multiplayer Ghost reveal of that stream that Infinity Ward did, and actually streamed, that I watched, and I gave my reactions about that towards the new game modes and everything that was going to be in the game. But just to talk about the positive things about the game, so far as I played, only played like 2 missions so far of the campaign mission of the campaign, and then I just jumped on the multiplayer because to me, in Call of Duty games and all the Call of Duty games I played ever since I first got into Call of Duty, ever since playing just the first Modern Warfare, the campaign has never been a problem, in my opinion. The campaign, I always enjoyed the campaign. I always play it. It's interesting. I love the story, the characters, and just like the endings are always epic, and they really they're really interesting. And the campaign just never been a problem to me. But just when it comes right down to it, like when you think of Call of Duty, everybody thinks about the multiplayer, and most people don't really play the campaign. Like, I know some people who just once they buy like a new Call of Duty, like whether you bought Black Ops 2 this past year, that most people just jump straight online. But me, on the other hand, I like to play the campaign because I love the story mode, and then I also jump on the multiplayer as well. And I usually play both of the games, like both sides of the game modes, the different game modes simultaneously, just to really enjoy the game, not just play one at a time until I'm just really finished with it. So to me, I like the campaign. The campaign of Call of Duty Ghosts is really good so far, since I only played a couple missions. But then afterwards, like yesterday when I first started and got the game, I jumped online, and I already uploaded my video, my very first video, my multiplayer video, my launch day multiplayer for Call of Duty Ghosts. If you guys go to watch it, you can really see the lag. Like, it's so much lag, and I was really surprised. I wasn't really surprised by the connections because it's launch day. It's still like, this is day 2 of the ever since the game's been out for 2 days maximum. Like, of course it's gonna lag, and millions of people around the world who are gonna probably try to jump on and see what it's like. And most people, I believe, actually got it over, just like, I think this past Saturday they got it way before just like North America got it. So I watched a couple streams to really get a taste of what it's gonna be like and everything. But it really ran smoothly when I watched the streams on Twitch TV. Like, I jump on every now and then on Twitch to watch some of the streams of Ghosts, like way before the day was gonna actually be launched here in North America, here in the United States. But the game looked pretty good in my opinion. But in all honesty, it reminds me of Modern Warfare 3 a little bit. Like, I love Modern Warfare 3, by the way. That's also my second favorite Call of Duty, but to me the best is still Call of Duty 4. But just watching the gameplay and just his whole presentation just reminded me of like a upgraded, upscaled like Modern Warfare 3, and just how the gameplay was, and just the hit detection is pretty good too. I like the hit detection. Also, when you go to shoot somebody and you get in front of them, you don't have, it doesn't take forever to kill someone. And whether you shoot them or they shoot you, you can die pretty quickly. So right off the bat, and you get in like a confrontation against your opponent, you'll just die right there and there. Like, you won't have a chance. Like, if somebody's behind you or on the side of you, you're taking fire and you try to turn around this way, or maybe he's behind you, or maybe he's on your side and stuff, you walk right past him, you're getting shot at, you won't actually have a chance to really react in time and actually get the, and try to capitalize. But it's some garbage, it's some background noise going on out there, but I'm gonna try to talk, and hopefully it won't be so loud. I mean, too loud to interfere with this video, but it's not really that bad, like, from my just playing a couple of games in the multiplayer. But the negatives I want to talk about, but those are just all the positives. I can't really think of anything else. I love the campaign, but just his whole presentation and gameplay is pretty good, and you can actually tell that they try to do something different with this game. Like, it's futuristic, and after playing a couple of missions in the campaign, I found myself in outer space. I was on, like, the first mission, you're on Earth, and then just part of the mission cuts to where you're actually in the outer space and doing like you're in the space show in the space station, just doing whatever your objectives are and everything like that. But that's as far as I got and how much I played into the campaign. But you can really tell that they try to do something different, just to differentiate from all the types of other Call of Duties, the previous Call of Duties, from like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, World at War, and then the original Modern Warfare as well. But it's just like, I'm glad that they try to do something different, and it's nothing wrong with being different, and I like different, and I like the game. Like, it's different, it's fun to me, in my opinion. But I wouldn't say and go so far to say that it sucks, but it does have some problems. Like, I'm gonna really get into that. It has a lot of problems, some issues, and then some of the mixed reactions I've been kind of hearing about the game itself, and about most people just not really interested in getting. Most people decided to get Battlefield 4 over it instead of Call of Duty Ghosts, even though people actually went out and get their Ghosts. Some people took it back, some people just returned it, and most people just gave it away pretty much. But some people are even borrowing it from their friends, or maybe just trying to see what their friends think about it, and once they hear about that, then that really gives people their decision of whether or not they want to get it. But I'm going to really talk about the negatives now, and just how I feel about it. But the first negative thing I want to talk about is like the connections. Like, when I was playing like my first game, I was just playing my first game of my first video. If you guys go to watch part 1 of my multiplayer launch day of Call of Duty Ghosts, the lag was so bad. Like, it was lagging super bad. Like, I couldn't even control my character. Like, I found myself, my character just teleporting. I seen my teammates just like this. They were actually just moving like this with spaghetti legs almost. Like, it was just so funny though to really see it. But you couldn't really shoot anybody. Like, even in my part 1 video, I went to knife this guy, and my knife went right through him. So I had to end up, my knife went right through the guy. This guy that ran up just came out of nowhere, and he didn't even see me somehow. But I turned the corner and tried to knife him. It goes right through him the first time, and then when I knife him again a second time, it still doesn't connect and doesn't make any contact with him. And then he just freezes in the air like this, and it just stops. And then once I swing again, my whole screen just froze, and I got the knife kill right off the bat. You can actually see that in part 1, but that was just only in my very first game. And just after just playing the second game, I didn't put my other second game, my multiplayer footage yet. But not only just the connections was the issue, it's just that, how do you know if the connections are any good? Like, how can you really tell if the connections are good or bad? It doesn't display like a bar when you go like to play it. You press the select button on your controller. It only shows like the score, your KD, your kills, deaths, your KD, and how many assists that you have in the game, and just all the players that's on your team and on the opposing team. Pretty much all the players that's in the lobby or in that specific game, whatever you're playing. Like, whether you're playing like domination, cranked, blitz, team deathmatch, or whatever you want to play, free for all or some sort. But how do you know if those connections are either good? It's like you're forced to actually come in those games and really have to really check and just try to control your character and really just play for like a good like minute or two to really tell if the connection is really decent or not. And I don't know. I still haven't found a way. Like even now, I'm still playing right now. I'm just sitting at the menu, but I still can't figure out how do you tell when a connection's good or not. Like all I see is just like the scoreboard with the all list of names and your KD and everything. It doesn't really show like the net code. The net code with the connection bar, whether it's green, a 4-bar, 3-bar, or maybe a 2-bar yellow connection, or maybe 1 bar. But it's just that to really have to really tell how good a connection is, you have to be in the game to really experience it and really tell if the game is the match, the lobby has, or whoever the host is has a stable connection to really experience it. And that was just something that I really don't understand. I don't know how, unless anybody out there knows how to really tell and really find out how strong the connections are and how good they are. I still haven't found a way, even as I was just finished playing like a couple games of Crank and Blitz with a couple friends here and there. But the other negative thing is just I want to talk about is like the maps. The maps are extremely large. They're insanely large. I found myself like in the part 2 I'm about to put up. Like I think I'm gonna put up tomorrow because today I just want to put this impressions video about to talk about ghosts. But tomorrow I'm gonna put up my map part 2, my match number 2. The maps, I found myself lost. Like during my videos, I was just running around in circles. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where the enemies were shooting me from. I saw a guy sitting up at the top of the buildings, and even when I went to watch the kill cam on part 2 that you guys will probably check out and see, this guy was all the way at the top, and I think it was off that the storm map, the stormfront map, where this guy was all the way at the top. He had like a big, just a major vantage point where he could see everything. Like he could see all the spawns. He even watched me spawn. Like after he killed me, I went to watch the kill cam, and my marker just appeared. Like it just spawned and just appeared on the screen where it says this is you on the cursor with the marker. He saw me spawn and he knew exactly where I was going to come from. So I don't know how he actually got all the way up there on that stormfront map, because I know it's like a lot of buildings and everything. Everyone just runs to the camp, just these buildings to sit at the top and just wait in these small corners and gaps and just wait for someone to show up. But I just can't, I don't really see myself just camping in corners and just sitting there just waiting for somebody to come up the stairs and maybe just turn a corner or just enter a building. I can't really sit there. But I just found myself just wandering around in circles. I found myself back to the same spot I came from, and that's what really irritated me. I didn't like that, and I don't really like how big the maps are. I mean, it's still a fun game to play here and there and stuff, but it's just that the map size is really my major gripe about the game. Not only with just like the spawns being messed up, also they'll spawn you right next to somebody, and then once you go to kill them, you get to drop on somebody, you kill them, and then they'll be right behind you, right there waiting for you to get an automatic revenge kill, or maybe a payback kill. In Modern Warfare 3 terms, a payback, or in Black Ops 2 terms, a revenge kill. So it's really crazy about the spawns and some of the connections and just the maps being like just a major factor. And I think that since the maps are really large, it encourages camping, but I refuse to camp because I like to run a gun. That's always been my play style ever since I first got into Call of Duty. When my first Call of Duty game being Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, I got into the game and I adjusted to my play style, running a gun. I can't really see myself just sitting in the corner, just waiting for someone to come into the building, or just wait for someone to show up wherever I am, and just like these tiny corners and everything. And just the fact that the maps are so big, they could be anywhere. Like your opponents, they could spawn anywhere. They could spawn behind you. They could spawn next to you. I really think that they really need to fix that. Like not only just with the connections, but just get on like the spawns. Fix the spawns where you kill someone, they don't automatically kill you just 2 seconds later and you get killed by the same person. Maybe someone else that just got killed by somebody a representative teammate, an ally on your team, and just kill somebody, and they end up spawning right behind you, right next to you, or something like that, or really close to you, right after you spawn, or something like that. That's just like a major gripe for me, and just a major negative thing is just like not only the map size, but the spawns are just the big negatives about the game, and also being the connections here and there. But other than that, I like the game, and I want to say I really say it's better than Call of Duty 4. Because I got most of my friends asking me about that, and I seen a couple comments asking about that. I wouldn't say it's better than Call of Duty 4. I would not say that. I think Call of Duty 4 is still the better game. Like, once I go to compare these, this game is actually different. Call of Duty Ghosts is a different game, and I like it. It's fun. Like, I don't want to go against the game and say it sucks. Like, when I get a game, like, regardless, outside of Call of Duty, I like to get a game for its fun factor. It's fun, it's different, and regardless of the problems with the, also not to mention the hat leaderboards, also they need to fix that too, because some way I heard about some hackers actually getting the game early and ranking up very fast, and all, just getting all the way to prestige automatically and getting like over millions of experience points. I was hearing about that when about all the hackers that broke into the leaderboards. It's even on the leaderboards of PlayStation, but I don't know what it's like on Xbox 360. But when I went to watch some of the streams on the 360 and the PC, some of the connections seemed like much more improved and ran much more smoothly and everything like that. But to me, I wouldn't even say Call of Duty Ghosts is better than Call of Duty 4. I would say that Ghost is something different, and if you're looking for something that's different and you don't have anything else to play, you can probably get it, but I wouldn't recommend buying the game. Not saying the game's not fun, but if you want to have fun and get a new Call of Duty gun, just have fun and play with your friends and get together with them and just to mess around online with, I think you can go ahead and buy it. I would recommend buying it. But if you're just a serious Call of Duty player, you play competitively. I don't play competitively. I just play for fun. But if you're like a serious player, I would just say maybe if you have a friend or two that you know can probably get, you can probably go to your friend's house to probably get it. Not get it, but just probably experience it on how the gameplay, and just probably go to play it at your friend's house or whoever you know that actually has the game and actually purchased the game, whether they downloaded the digital version off the PSN store, or maybe they have their hard copy that they bought from GameStop or whatever they purchased their games from, or maybe online or something like that. But that's just my in my opinion. But I bought the game because I'm a big fan of the game, but I'm a little bit disappointed and just to see the connections and everything, and just all the problems and issues with the hacking and everything like that. Like, who knows, some of these players can actually be hacking that you run into. You can't really give them the props because you don't know, because really they could be using anything. They could be cheaters, they could be hackers, even though the game has yet to have a patch yet. So hopefully Infinity Ward and Activision really gets on that and get their things together with regards to the game, to make the game much more playable and maybe a little bit better than what it is right now. But other than that, I think it's a fun game, and I wouldn't recommend buying it right now. But if you have somebody that you know, you can probably play it at your friend's house, and maybe if you're not really sure you want to get the game, you can probably just continue to play it, or maybe watch some videos and check it out, maybe the streams on Twitch or something like that, and watch some other videos to see what you guys think and how you guys like it. But other than that, those are just like the major problems. But I love my favorite game mode so far is like the crank map. I like the crank game mode because I just realized I said game map, but I don't have a favorite map because the maps are way too big. I haven't even played all the maps on there. But free for all would probably be probably my favorite if I think of it, because it's the shortest map of the whole game, because I haven't played on every single map. But my favorite game mode would be like crank, because it's a fast-paced game. You can run around, and once you get a kill, it's like it's almost like you're on steroids though, but you just run so fast, and then you can just get to somebody, and you can find somebody right off the bat, and then once you get a kill, you can just keep going until you run out of time and everything like that. I think it actually switched parts, but let me check my camera and see how long I'm going. Oh, it's not. It's all in one part because I still got a couple minutes. I just wanted to check that because I wanted to get all my thoughts and feelings in this video. But that's just the way I feel. Bliss is okay. the Blitz mode, I like Blitz also, but Blitz seems like it's a game that you want. It's a game mode that you must. It's almost, it's like a priority. It's like a must to have to team invite your friends and just get like a full party of 6 to play Blitz, because Blitz seems like you just have to have your mic on to communicate with your friends and teams. You can't really play with randoms and really just trust them, because some people might be trying to go for the KEM strike or the 2 different nukes, the KEM strike or just a regular nuke or something. I forgot what the other nuke is called, but I know it's about the newest nuke that they put in there is called the KEM strike, which kills the all of the opposing team members, so, and changes the map completely. So that's just how I feel about the game. So I don't know how everybody else feels. I just been hearing like mixed reactions. Some people say it sucks, but I just feel like the game's still fun even though the problems are there. So hopefully Infinity Ward, the developers can really fix the game and really patch the game up and fix those boards, because I went to look at the leaderboards. Those boards are just hacked. It's like they filled in some random numbers and just been playing for like one day and they're just already #1 in the world. When I just went to look at it, it's really just not a good look. So that's just the way I feel about it. I don't know how you guys feel, but that's just my first day impressions. I just been playing it today. I just played a little bit earlier, so I just decided to record this video today to let you guys know how I'm liking the game and how I feel. But to me, I'll say it again, Call of Duty 4 still the best game, but Call of Duty Ghosts is pretty good. I like it. It's fun, but and it's different. I have yet to try the extension mode, but the extension mode, which they really included in the game, but I eventually have to try that out. I know that's pretty fun, and that'll just probably get a game a little bit more fun factor and stuff and make it much more playable with friends and everything. But that's just the way I feel. So Call of Duty 4 is still the best game in my opinion, the best Call of Duty game that ever come out. Even though I can't really come back. Just the one last thing I want to say before I cut this video is that I can't really play this game. I want to play it, but it takes so long to find people in the lobbies. It takes like 10 to 15 minutes, and then people just come and go inside the lobbies because they try to get hosts. You end up finding the same people that end up playing it. It's no one, and I don't know what it's like now. I might just try to play it tonight also, but I'm gonna still try to I'm still getting used to Ghosts and everything and learning how to play, but I'm still enjoying the game. But Ghosts, on the other hand, is fun and everything, but I just wouldn't recommend a buy right now because of the issues and the spawns, connections, and also the maps being so big. So right now, I'm just going to continue to play and try to get used to it, so, and go from there. But it's just something new and it's different to me, so that's just the way I feel. So that's it for this video. Feel free to comment about your thoughts about Ghosts and what do you think the best Call of Duty game is, and maybe you guys would recommend probably keeping the game, or maybe just trying to get the game yourself, or maybe would you probably just instead play Battlefield 4. So feel free to comment your thoughts on how you feel about Ghosts and how you're liking it and what you like and dislike about the game, what maybe your favorite Call of Duty game is out of the whole series. But my favorite and all-time favorite will always be Call of Duty 4, even though